It's very different actually. The nice gentleman and the big officer I saw in my academy was he was my IG in my training. So he gave us a mantra actually: be at it, beat it. So whenever see any problem, I'll always my mind will go behind the problem to bring an optimal solution for it. So nowadays I'm into Deputy Commissioner office. So I'm getting a lot of news that India is being unsafe country for women and children. So I was keep on thinking what we can do about it. Instead of keep on fighting again and giving more awareness, and also we have been making strong law to fight it. Why don't you prevent it? Because preventive is better than cure. We want to have some preventive precautions to stop these kind of offences. So like we are just designing a program. I'm just being with Deepa ma'am. I'm designing program now. It will be launched in another couple of months.
Let me ask you a few questions that are common for all girls. I'm not allowed to use the staircase all by myself in my apartment. Why? Nowadays, safety has become $1,000,000. Are we safe? What should we do to safeguard ourselves?
Who wants to answer this question?
Which is a very good question. You should feel secure in your own apartment, in your own apartment complex. And if you feel insecure, it affects you and weakens you. And that's a very good question. So have they made a rule that children cannot climb on their own? Children cannot climb. Have they made a rule like that in your apartment?
No, but my mother doesn't allow me to go down because they are bachelors in the apartment.
Okay, that is your mother wants to put a boundary because she has read in the papers stories of how a child has been dragged by the security people, even in our own safe Chennai. Chennai is much safer than most of the other metros in other cities of the country. But even in our own Chennai, this has happened. So your mother has, out of her love and care for you, has put such a thing. But once you start a Friends of Police unit in your apartment, everybody will be eyes and ears for safety for children. Then everyone can roam freely, play freely, climb the stairs of success and of life on your own.
Thank you, sir.
Passed the new act, POXO, Protection of Children from Sexual Offenders. So there are other laws also like Child Labor Act. Child Labor Act, you cannot, in your homes also you should employ a child. You can inform the police or through the Friends of Police, give an information even anonymously through an email without giving your name to protect your identity. And so all these acts are there to protect children. Apart from there is also safety. Recently I know two beautiful children, they died because of a fire in the home. So even safety from that angle is also what we should look at. Safety from fire, flood. Whenever the flood happens, more children and women are victims. So children should be trained. What should you do? Even in an earthquake, what should you do? Do you know what you should do in an earthquake? What should you do?
We should put our hands on our head and sit under a strong table or a chair or go out of the house in an open area.
The best option is to go out into the open because most of the people die or get injured because of heavy concrete falling on them, walls falling on them. So children should be safe from disasters, accidents also, road accidents. When you're going, you should, even if you're riding a pillion, you must ask your father to give you a helmet, child helmet, because they will take care of only the rider. But what about children and the mother sitting behind? You should wear helmets because any time a two-wheeler can topple. It is more unstable. So even I had an accident when I was a student, but because I was wearing a helmet, my head, I was protected from a fatal head injury, only my jaw fractured. So you must assume that danger is there everywhere. There is risk. Don't be afraid. Be bold, but be all the same time, be aware that there are laws. There are agencies. Different agencies are there other than police also. NGOs, there are a lot of NGOs, like they are working on this also, child labor. IJM, International Justice Mission, are working on child labor. There's a child helpline. He will tell you about child helpline.